Hey everybody, Montel Bowman here. We need to talk about something that seems boring but could cost us, combined, more money than currently exists on planet Earth. That's right, more money than all the $100 bills, stacked on top of each other, could ever hope to achieve. Because today we're diving headfirst into the wild, wacky, and often terrifying world of technology law. Now I know what you're thinking. Montel, I'd rather watch paint dry than listen to a lecture on legal jargon. And honestly, fair. But here's the thing, these laws, as dry as they may seem, are about so much more than just boring legal mumbo-jumbo. They're about your privacy, your security, your freedom, your cat videos. Basically, everything that makes the internet the magical, dumpster fire hellscape that we know and love. So buckle up, grab your beverage of choice, and maybe a lawyer friend if you've got one spare, because things are about to get real. This is a deep dive, my friends, and we're going in head first. Let's start with something we all love to hate: good old-fashioned privacy invasion. Now you might be thinking my phone listening to me to sell me ads is annoying, but is it illegal? Well, remember that warm, fuzzy feeling you get thinking about the government potentially watching your every move through your webcam? No? Well, unauthorized surveillance is a thing. Ever wonder who's got their grubby digital hands on your data? Data protection laws are like the bouncers of the internet, trying to keep the worst offenders in check. Law 4, cybersecurity breaches. Data breaches, those fun little events where your most personal information gets to have a lovely public outing. Law 5, intellectual property theft. Stealing is wrong, kids, even in the digital world. That's where intellectual property law struts in, looking important in its fancy legal suit. Law 6, human rights violations. As much as we like to pretend the internet is its own lawless playground, guess what? Human rights still apply. Law 7, emotional distress. Can someone sue for being really ridiculously sad because of something online? The answer, as always, is, it's complicated. Law 8, psychological manipulation. From targeted ads to those quizzes that tell you what kind of cheese you are, psychological manipulation online is more common than you think. Law 9, consent. Consent isn't just a thing for your romantic life, folks. It's also kind of a big deal in the digital world. Law 10, freedom of speech. Remember that old saying, you have the right to free speech but not freedom from the consequences? Yeah, that applies to the internet too. Law 11, defamation. Spreading lies online is bad, it's also in many cases illegal. Law 12, harassment. Just because someone's hiding behind a screen doesn't mean their harassment isn't real and potentially illegal. Law 13, stalking. Cyberstalking. It's like regular stalking but with more emojis and fewer restraining orders, hopefully. Law 14, identity theft. Identity theft. It's not just for cheesy action movies anymore. Turns out, stealing someone's identity online is a real thing with real consequences. Law 15, fraud. Remember that Nigerian prince who emailed you promising millions? Yeah, he and everyone else trying to scam you online might be breaking a law or two. Chapter 16, Law 16, cyberbullying. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words online can also get you in serious trouble. Law 17, child exploitation. This is a tough one, but an important one. Protecting children online is everyone's responsibility, and there are laws in place to help do just that. Law 18, hate speech. Remember, freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences. Spreading hate speech online can land you in some seriously hot water. Law 19, discrimination. Just because you can't see someone's face doesn't mean it's okay to discriminate against them online. Law 20, workplace privacy. Thinking of sending that angry email to your boss? You might want to check your company's workplace privacy policies first. Law 21, consumer protection. Those terms and conditions you always scroll past? Yeah, they actually matter, especially when it comes to consumer protection online. Law 22, Health Information Privacy. Your medical records aren't just private in the doctor's office anymore. Law 23, Biometric Data Protection. From fingerprint scanners to facial recognition, biometric data is everywhere these days. But who's protecting it? Law 24, Genetic Information Privacy. Your DNA isn't just the blueprint of your life, it's also valuable information. And yes, there are laws to protect it. Law 25, Electronic Communications Privacy. Remember that time you sent that embarrassing email? Yeah, the government might have seen it. Don't worry, there are laws about that. Kind of. Law 26, Social Media Regulations. Social media, the land of cat videos, political rants, and government regulations. Law 27, Online Content Moderation. Who decides what you see online? The answer might surprise you. Law 28, Digital Rights Management. Sharing is caring, unless we're talking about copyrighted material. Law 29, Cybercrime. Hacking, phishing, and other forms of cybercrime aren't just for villains in movies. Law 30, National Security. Remember Edward Snowden? Yeah, national security and technology have a complicated relationship. Law 31, International Law. The internet doesn't care about borders, but international law sure does. Law 32, Trade Secrets. What happens in Vegas might stay in Vegas, but what happens in the world of trade secrets is protected by law. Law 33, Patent Infringement. Stealing someone's patented invention is about as original as a knockoff handbag. Law 34, Copyright Infringement. Plagiarism is bad, okay? And in the digital age, it's easier than ever to get caught. Law 35, Trademark Infringement. Think you can get away with slapping a swoosh on anything and calling it Nike? Think again. Law 36, Licensing Agreements. Licensing agreements, the legal contracts that determine who can use what and when in the digital world. Law 37, Contract Law. Contracts aren't just for buying houses and selling cars, they also govern the digital world. Law 38, Antitrust Laws. Remember when everyone was freaking out about monopolies in tech? Antitrust laws are here to save the day, hopefully. Law 39, Consumer Rights. As a consumer in the digital age, you have rights. Use them. Law 40, Environmental Regulations. Did you know that your love of gadgets could be impacting the environment? Law 41, Labor Laws. From gig workers to AI-powered robots, labor laws are having to adapt to the ever-changing tech landscape. Law 42, Taxation, Taxes, the one thing we can all agree to hate, even in the digital world. Law 43, Import, Export Regulations. Ever wonder how your phone gets made? It's a complex process involving lots of international trade and even more regulations. Law 44, Telecommunications Law. From phone calls to internet access, telecommunications law governs how we connect with each other. Law 45, Internet Governance. Who runs the internet? The answer is, well, it's complicated. Law 46, Artificial Intelligence Regulations. As AI gets smarter, the laws governing it are going to have to get smarter too. Law 47, Autonomous Systems. Self-driving cars, delivery drones, robot vacuums. The future is autonomous, but is it legal? Law 48, Blockchain Technology. Blockchain, it's not just for cryptocurrency anymore. But what about the laws governing it? Law 49, Cryptocurrency Regulations, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin. The world of cryptocurrency is about as volatile as a hamster on a sugar rush. Law 50, Future Technology Laws. The future of technology is uncertain, but one thing's for sure, there will be laws. Lots and lots of laws. So, there you have it. A crash course in the Wild West of technology law. It's messy, it's constantly evolving, and frankly it's enough to make you want to chuck your phone into the nearest river and live off the grid. But before you do, remember this. These laws, as confusing and frustrating as they can be, are ultimately there to protect us. They're meant to ensure that technology is used for good, not for evil. Or at least, not for too much evil. And as technology continues to advance at a breakneck pace, it's more important than ever that we understand our rights and responsibilities in this brave new digital world. So stay informed, stay engaged, and for the love of all that is holy, please read the terms and conditions, or at least scroll through them really fast and pretend you did. Your data, and possibly your sanity, will thank you for it.